now that we all understand that AI has gone mainstream, there are many challenges in scaling up AI systems today. The first one being data quality itself, because without data, there is no AI, right? So the first challenge with respect to data that we see is the bias. So we have seen many such challenges, especially in cases like facial recognition, where the AI system is not able to recognize certain faces of certain skin color or maybe a certain race, gender, etc. So that is because of the bias that exists in the data that AI systems have been trained on. So if there is not enough representation of every class or of every probably gender and race and skin color, etc., then the AI system, the facial recognition system, will not be able to learn those examples. And that is where unbiased data for training becomes extremely critical. And then we have yet another challenge with respect to outliers. So in many applications, the definition of outliers itself changes, right? So it is important to understand what an outlier is for a certain domain for which we are working with the data, and remove these outliers, treat those outliers in the right manner. So this is a very common problem that we see in data. And yet another problem is with respect to the noisy data or unclean data, where we have a lot of missing values, data which is out of range and things like that, right? So especially when we collect data from remote places, then there is always a communication glitch and we see a lot of missing data in such cases. So these are some of the day-to-day challenges that we see with respect to scaling up AI systems when it comes to data quality. So for operationalizing AI at scale, what does it take? So there has been a framework called CRISP-DM, which is an age-old framework but has stood the test of time and is relevant even today. It is called CRISP-DM, which stands for Cross-Industry Standard Process for Data Mining. So this defines the complete end-to-end data life cycle, right from the gathering or collection of the data up to the deployment of AI systems, which use data analysis. So with saying business understanding, right? So once we collect the data, we need to understand the problem, the business problem that we are trying to solve. Right? So understanding the domain becomes very important there. And then comes the data understanding. So the next question to ask is, do we have the right data in order to solve the problem, the business problem that we are trying to solve? Right? If not, we may have to go back and collect the relevant data, which would be absolutely required for solving that business problem. And then we have the data preparation stage, which is more of the data cleansing, data pre-processing, etc. So in this stage is where we look at removal of outliers, treating the data which is noisy, removing the missing values, interpolating the data, and there may also be data from multiple sources. So we'll need to extract the data from all those sources